Ben, what is your San Diego Comic-Con news?
Okay, so the first thing that Marvel announced
Yeah.
was Ryan Gosling.
Freaking crazy.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Freaking nuts.
They did a crazy thing because when they were...
Which is my favorite 90s TV show was Ghost Rider. It's going to be cool. He's going to be writing for Drake. He's going to be writing for Kanye. He's going to be writing for I don't know who else.
No.
Lil Yachty.
No, you're thinking Ghost Rider.
Baby.
You're thinking of Ghost Writer.
I am indeed.
And like Pharrell. But
yeah,
that's not
Will Ferrell. He ghost writes for Adam McKay.
We're talking Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Flame on,
like
Rider.
Pharrell.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, look, I wouldn't burn books, but I would write bars that
Fahrenheit 451 Ghost Rider.
Fahrenheit 451 Ghost Rider.
The fact that the Gauze...
Yeah.
I love Ryan Gosling.
He's great.
That's more than anything. And...
More than anything?
More than anything in cinema. I think he's my favorite. He's probably
I wish you would have
corrected
corrected and said more than anything in the universe.
I think that he's amazing, and the fact that he's now going to be in a Star Wars movie, I think he will single-handedly save the Star Wars franchise.
That's what it should have been called, actually.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling single-handedly saves. That's
the full title.
It didn't test well, though. It's kind of hard to market that long of a name, but it's what it is. And now, like, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm pumped for Spider-Man. I really am. There's really not ever going to be a Spider-Man movie that I'm not pumped for. Yep. But outside of Spider-Man, I see a Marvel movie come out and I go, okay, cool, maybe I'll watch it. But like the Gauze as Ghost Rider, I'm like,
yeah, it's nuts.
I'm gonna watch that movie.
Yeah. Apparently he's been wanting it for a while. He's been like, every time he's interviewed, he always like mentions it, or he's mentioned it quite a few times.
Do you think
for like 4 or 5 years he's like, I want to be
Ghost Rider.
Darius, you said
Ghost Rider is. You have to.
It is Ghost Rider. In his Ghost Rider is very funny. He has only yellow M&Ms, and they have to talk about Ghost Rider. You just watched Place Beyond the Pines, which is. This kind of leans into what we were talking about last week.
Yep.
Which is like, it was billed as a Ryan Gosling movie. Came out after Drive, and you go, oh my gosh, this is going to be awesome. So cool. Yeah. And then he died, spoiler alert, for a 15-year-old movie.
That's 30 minutes in.
He dies 30 minutes in, and then it's a dumb Bradley Cooper political thriller.
It's weird. Not even dude, I wouldn't even call
Not
it
even a thriller, but a political...
It's just
drama.
Sad.
A political sad movie.
Hey, this guy's life was pretty sad. He rode motorcycles and he was struggling to be a father. Never really made it. You know what else also sad? Cop killed him. You know what also is sad? That cop's life. You know what also is sad? That cop hates his son. You know what also is sad? That cop's son hates everyone. You know what else is sad? That cop's son who hates everyone becomes friends with the guy he killed's son who hates everyone. You know what else is sad? That movie.
You know what is happy? Ryan Gosling is Ghost Rider.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, I agree. Yeah. But I'm just picturing him riding that motorcycle, running away from the cops.
Yep.
And maybe
Johnny
he just got the itch. You know, he's like, I got. Is he Johnny Blaze?
I mean,
that the official?
Yeah, he's got to be. I mean,
okay. It doesn't have to be.
There's multiple
others.
different Ghost Riders, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
he could be the female Ghost Rider, for all we know.
No.
Equal opportunity. If Elliot Page could do it.
Here's a little bit of a hot take. I don't want Sean Levy to be kind of like their new kind of like, their
new Zack Snyder.
Not new Zack Snyder, but just like, just get him to do it.
New James Gunn.
More like a
new.
I don't know, maybe like a Taika Waititi.
Brett Ratner.
TD.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Like he does one really good one, and they're like, let's just keep getting him, and then maybe it doesn't work all the time. I don't know. I guess they're like Marvel's hired gun just to do everything. But there was an interview. Apparently, I don't know if he said it on the panel, but in an interview afterwards, Feige said while they were filming the new Star Wars that they called, or Ryan had the idea, or they were like they had the idea because they wanted to do it, but they didn't know how. And then they pitched it to Feige, and then Feige was like, let's get him to Comic-Con. He's like, I love it.
We don't know how. And then one of them eventually was like, camera? And the other one was like, camera.
Call Feige.
Yes, call Feige. Feige, we figure out Ghost Rider. Camera, shoot.
So is that like pretty? I haven't seen it. The only Comic-Con thing that I actually have watched is the Spaceballs 2 panel, which I'm very excited about. But is it like, hey, he's in this movie, or is there any like details?
No details. It's just Ghost Rider, Sean Levy, comes out 2028.
2028. Done.
2028.
He's like, they were literally like, we want to film this right after we're done with the Star Wars one.
Which is great because I think that the first Nick Cage Ghost Rider probably has a cult following.
I've seen some people being like,
which you could probably say that about every Nick Cage movie.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of positive posts.
It's literally true about Nick Cage. He has a literal cult.
Yeah.
He started.
But
my cult following, they're just bloodletting themselves. Yeah, we meet at my house in New Orleans.
No, I was just said I've seen a lot of positive posts, yet no one really seemed to like it when they came out. So that is definitely a cult following.
Yeah, for sure. And the second one was just a bad movie. I don't think there's a cult following on that. I think it's just bad. But I don't like. I wasn't like on the Nick Cage Ghost Rider bandwagon. Mm-hmm. I think the potential is what this could be is I was not a Guardians of the Galaxy comic book fan. I'm not a Ghost Rider comic book fan. Right. But with James Gunn, with Chris Pratt, I'm a huge Guardians fan, right? Yeah. Because what they did is awesome. Sean Levy and the Gaz, I could definitely be a huge fan.
How do you think Ryan Reynolds feels that he's been replaced with a different Ryan?
It's a good question. It's a good question.
Let's ask him right now.
The better beep, Ryan. Hey, Gosling. Mr. Reynolds, we just like Jerry Springer him.
Did you see the video of him? Go ahead.
Oh, you were saying something that is on topic. I'm not.
Well, I was going to say he walked around at Comic-Con in the gray Deadpool costume.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and no one knew he was Ryan Reynolds.
That's really funny.
It was pretty sick.
That's pretty genius. Also, you're just like cosplay. They go, that guy. Even when he takes his mask off to eat lunch, they go, that guy does so good that he even does the makeup.
He goes, I have to take my outer mask off.
Right.
And then under this mask, I have my Ryan Reynolds mask on.
Right.
Under this mask, I have my Ryan Reynolds mask on.
I'm literally dying.
What's his freaking name? I don't know why. Tim Robinson sketch.
Yeah.
I think it's too much freaking stuff.
I was going to say I rewatched the Austin Powers 1 and 2, and I'm here to tell you guys it holds up. Number 2, funny. They do a scene where they're on Jerry Springer, and it's my dad is trying to take over the world, and so Scotty's on it, and he's like, I don't know, he's like, was frozen in space, and he goes, well, we actually have him, Dr. Evil. You want to come out? And it's just like has this whole thing. There's a Nazi on it, and he's getting in a fight with Dr. Evil, and Dr. Evil takes his hat and he goes, huh? I got your hat. Yeah. I got your freaking hat. It's absurd, but very funny.
I love that scene. He goes, you're not evil, Scotty. You're semi-evil. You're quasi-evil. Quasi-evil as a kid.
Quasi-evil is a great line.
The funniest line ever.
All right, what's the next? Yeah, I was going to say next.
The only other big thing is Black Panther 3 is happening.
Okay.
And so they cast a new Black Panther, who will play T'Challa's son. Remember at the end of the movie?
Okay.
Played by Elliot Page.
Doing blackface, which is it's very woke, but not woke at the same time.
It's like a new level.
Dude, I would if Elliot Page came out as transracial. Do you know how happy I would be?
Transracial.
Robert Downey Jr. I would be over the moon.
They go, you can't be trans. That's transracial. That's a bad thing. And she goes,
That's how I
Two
feel.
negatives.
Okay, sorry.
So it's David Johnson, who's been in just a handful of things, not a big name.
I was going to say, you can't cast another big name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you do have to have somebody like that is a nobody to kind of step into those shoes, because I don't know, it's, if you are going to replace, and I know they're not replacing 1-to-1, but you have to do a nobody.
Yeah,
like if they tried to, I don't even know.
Dude, it'll be
like another
Jonathan
good
Majors.
example, but yeah.
Give him another
Majors
shot.
Comes back, he would crush, dude. He would be such a freaking phenomenal Black Panther. But yeah, it's
I just
T'Challa's
don't
son.
think. Yeah, I just don't think that it would work. So I was pleased when it was like not a household name.
A younger guy, so he'll definitely carry the franchise for a while. So I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Wow.
So that's a big Marvel stuff.
And then Spaceballs 2.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna just say it because I was telling Ben before the pod. One, they got it done before Mel Brooks passed away, which is amazing. Apparently, every time
That's crazy.
Every time a new Star Wars movie has come out, he like calls Rick Moranis, is like, "We got to do it. We got to do another one." Because at the end of Spaceballs, it says, you know, we'll see in the sequel essentially, but it's a
never made
bit,
one.
right? It's a
Yeah.
the whole satire is
Yeah.
satire, and then
Yeah.
but yeah, he was like, you know, every time, and it just never happened. And then Josh Gad showed it to his daughter as they were going through Mel Brooks movies, and she was like, "Can we watch the sequel?" And he's like, "No, there is no sequel." She's like, "Well, it says that there is one." He goes, "Well, this is what we call a joke." And so, but then he was like, and then I started thinking about it. I'm like, why isn't there a sequel? And they pitched it to Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks was all in on it, and he's been a part of the writing process too, like signing off on jokes and things of that nature. So it's gonna be like the last movie, I think, that like Mel Brooks has, you know, his stamp on. And
That's cool.
Bill Paxton,
Yeah.
his son is like, his actual son is playing
Whoa,
the son
that's pretty
of
cool.
I forget his name, but
It's the only time nepotism is appropriate is when you're
Yeah.
playing the son of the character that your parent
yeah,
played.
and he's gonna be in it. That was kind of funny because I forget the actor's name, but him and his dad, Bill Paxton, were trying to do a movie together, and they're like, how awesome would it be to do like an Oscar, like, you know, like a drama, real acting, but then this came up and they were like, well, this is probably better actually to act together in this. So, and then Rick Moranis has come out of retirement to reprise his role as Darth Helmet, and
Super
Rick Moranis
cool.
really hasn't acted in serious movies
Ever.
not serious, like actual movies. Sorry, not serious movies,
Ever.
serious projects. He's done like little voiceovers and little cameos, and he makes like Jewish folk music that have won
Amazing.
Grammys.
Amazing.
But on a sad note, like I was telling Ben, he was in the movie City Slickers with Billy Crystal and had to pull out of it because his wife got sick and passed away. That's why Danny Stern, who plays Marv in Home Alone, is in the movie City Slickers.
Whoa.
Because he took Rick Moranis' spot. But Rick Moranis hasn't acted because his wife passed away, and he goes, you know what? I'm going to just not act, and I'm going to spend time with my kids up in Canada.
Amazing.
And so that's like what he did for all the 90s and early 2000s. Wow.
That's
but
really
so
cool.
he's back to like do this movie.
That's fun.
And apparently it's crazy too. Like, he's like, oh, I talk to Mel on the phone like every time a Star Wars movie comes out. But he's like, I haven't seen him for 39 years. So I'm like, holy cow, that's crazy.
Well, it is weird. Like if you've lived in Hollywood or New York City and you move back to like the suburbs of Toronto, then why ever go to Hollywood or New York City ever again?
So I think
Like if you lived in, like we visit Hollywood. I mean, I guess we don't really visit Hollywood. Like none of us is going to visit Hollywood for fun.
Not unless I can get back into Kimmel.
That's really funny.
All
but
right.
yeah, that's crazy.
San Diego Comic-Con. Those are the things we're excited about. Let's get into this. Spider-Man, the new one. Is that
Brand new day.
Brand new day.
Brand new day.